We embark on an exciting journey that explores the depths of knowledge from various perspectives with a special focus on Indian knowledge systems. India, with its rich tapestry of culture, history, and diversity, has always placed a deep value on education. The Indian government, recognizing education's key role in shaping the nation's future, has enforced a comprehensive framework known as the Indian knowledge system. This system represents a holistic approach to learning, drawing inspiration from the country's ancient wisdom while incorporating contemporary knowledge and global perspectives.
நிகழ்வின் தொடக்கமாக அனைத்திற்கும் ஆதாரமாய் அணுவிற்குள் அணுவாயிருக்கும் இறைவனையும் தமிழ் அன்னையையும் வணங்கி தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து தொடர்ந்து இறைவணக்கம்.
நீராரும் கடலுடுத்த நிலவடந்தை கிழிதொடுக்கும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனும் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் வணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறமியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே 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 யோதேவ ஸ்ருதிசேகரேஷு விதிதः यं वासकं जानते येन भ्राम्यति लोकजानमखिलं यस्मै नमस्कुर्वते यस्मान्नापरमस्ति किञ्चिदपि वै यस्याभूतं जगत् यस्मिन् तिष्ठति सर्वमेव भुवनं कुर्यात् स नो मङ्गलम्.
A ray of light is a ray of hope. Let us all leave the darkness.
ஏற்றும் மகிழ்வான நிகழ்வு மகிழ்வான தருணத்தில் பேராசிரியர்கள் கரவொலி மூலம் சரஸ்வதிக்கு நன்றி தெரிவிக்குமாறு அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். கலை, இலக்கியம், கணிதம், அறிவியல், தொழில்நுட்பம், வானவியல் சாஸ்திரம், நுண்கலைகள் முதலான அனைத்து துறையிலும் தடம் பதித்தவர்கள் இந்தியர்கள்.
ஆஃப் பண்ணிடுங்க, ஸ்விட்ச் ஆஃப் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஸ்விட்ச் கிடையாது. இதோட ஸ்விட்ச் என்ன? இதோட போடுமா? ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க.
ஆஃப் பண்ண இங்க வைக்கலாம்.
இது இது மெதுவா வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஸ்பீடா ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க.
இதுவே ஸ்லோவை.
you all on behalf of the management, principal, faculty members and non-teaching staff of Shrimati Indira Gandhi College to this faculty orientation program on IKS. First and foremost, I would like to welcome our principal madam, who is the epicenter of all activities in our college to this event. Welcome, madam. I give it a great privilege to welcome Dr. N. Ramasubramanian, Professor and Head Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Connectivity. My heartfelt thanks to him for his continuous support and coordination for the successful conduct of this program. Professor NRS, as he is well known among students and faculty of NIT Trichy, is an alumnus of NIT Trichy. He did his BE, ECE, ME, CSE and PhD Computer Science at NIT Trichy and worked as a senior project officer in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIT Madras from 1989 to 91 and as a lecturer at NI University MIT Campus, Madras from 1991 to 96. He has been serving at NIT Trichy from August 1996 and his research interests include multi-core architectures, advanced digital design, processor architectures for machine learning and artificial intelligence, reconfigurable computing and security hardware. He is a member of the Infosys Science Foundation's Bangalore since 2009. He has been honored with the Distinguished Alumnus Award by the then Honorable President of India in 2015. He has also been recognized for maximum number of publications in NIT Trichy during 2017 and 18. He has been conferred with the Intel Appreciation Award by Intel India Bangalore in 2018. He is a curriculum architect and has also put together reconfigurable intelligent system engineering lab and Intel Multi-Core Technology Lab for active research outcomes in partnership with industry leaders like Intel, AQRM and Xilinx. He has more than 10 PhDs and more than 100 technical projects to his credit and has convened several workshops and faculty development programs and is a regular speaker at conferences. It is a great honor to have him amidst us here today for inaugurating this faculty development program. Besides being a great scholar in computer science and engineering, he has also great knowledge on Indian knowledge systems and contacts with knowledge experts around the globe. This FDP has been initiated, put together and coordinated by him at our request and I hope it will instill a thirst for further exploration and research related to Indian knowledge systems in the mind of the participants. I welcome you, sir. I would also like to place on record my sincere thanks to Dr. Manolan Sundararaman, Professor Department of Management Studies at NIT Trichy, who has helped in coordinating this event a lot. And even though he is not here now, I welcome him to this FDP. I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to Mr. N. Shekhar, who has lent his unparalleled support for conducting this event. He has stood by me from the day of initiation till today in all the deliberations. I would also like to thank our CEO sir, Director Madam and Secretary Madam, who always motivate us to reach greater heights with their visionary leadership and guidance. A special thanks for their sponsorship for this faculty development program. They always want to orient and upskill the faculty and students to keep them updated to the current and emerging trends and technologies. I also take great pleasure in welcoming Ms. Radha Ganeshan and Ms. Bhuneshwari and all the speakers for various sessions during the faculty development program. And each one of them is a great expert in their field and their contribution to this FDP is highly appreciated. IKS has been given a great emphasis in NEP and promoted by Ministry of Education to reinvent, discover and implement our traditional and ancient knowledge for the benefit of the society. I would like to welcome all the faculty members, heads of department, academic directors and students for this novel and enlightening program. Last but not least, I am happy to welcome non-teaching staff members, support staff and members of the IT team and event team who have been kind enough to lend their support unnoticed. A big welcome to the members of the media and press who have helped in information dissemination and branding, and thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. I once again welcome you one and all. Thank you. With equal pleasure, I am glad to invite our principal ma'am to honor our chief guest with a shawl and memento.
தொடர்ந்து முதல் அமர்வின் சொற்பொழிவாளர்களை சிறப்பு செய்யும் நிகழ்வு இது. திருமிகு ராதா கணேஷ் அவர்களுக்கு ஐகேசி கோஆர்டினேட்டர் அவர்களை சிறப்பு செய்யுமாறு அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். தொடர்ந்து திருமிகு புவனேஸ்வரி அவர்களுக்கு சிறப்பு செய்ய ஐபிஎஸ்சி சீனியர் மெம்பர் திரு முனைவர் டி கற்பகம் மேடம் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கின்றோம். சிறப்பினை வழங்கியவர்களுக்கும் அன்பு நிறைந்த நன்றிகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம்.
Now, we request our respected principal ma'am to deliver a presentation address.
Happy morning, everyone. It's my pride to be here to offer presentation on this faculty orientation program on Indian knowledge system, social relevance and scientific perspective. I'm very much excited to be here. First of all, I would like to congratulate the organizing committee like IPSC coordinator, IIC members and all other organizing members of this, particularly this FDP program, because they have taken much effort. As far as I concern, it is being discussed for past 1.5 months to organize such kind of program, and that was not that much easy to bring all the legends together. So I congratulate all the organizing members of this FDP program for their effort and for bringing legends from various places to make this program a grand success. Hearty congratulations to all of you. And next, I would like to offer my gratitude to all the chief guests for with us today to impart a deep and scholarly knowledge of IKS, because for a very long time we are discussing about IKS, we are keep on talking about it. So here we have for next 2 days we are going to have a distinguished guest with us to impart knowledge about the IKS. For that, I would like to thank all the guests for accepting our invitation and for showing interest to discuss about this with our faculty members. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us today. And next, I would like to appreciate and congratulate all the participants, those who are here, for showing interest and for showing commitment to integrate the traditional wisdom with the contemporary knowledge, right? So that is what main objective of this program is, right? So we are here to, we have very rich heritage. So we know our heritage and other things and all. We are here to revive our rich heritage, okay? So by using this program, we can think about that, how we can integrate the traditional wisdom with the contemporary knowledge. Because as educator, we have a huge responsibility of shaping young minds, right? So we are not only teaching the subjects, we have a passion of imparting values to the next generation. So in that context, IKS will provide spiritual growth, intellectual growth, sustainability and whatever we want. So we strongly believe that this program is going to enrich our knowledge, rejuvenate us for next 2 days. For that purpose, I would like to congratulate all the organizers and participants again here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Please, sir.
Good morning, all of you. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here for the inauguration of the IKS workshop in Indira Gandhi College. All of you know the importance of Indian knowledge systems, especially with the initiative of the Government of India. The Ministry of Education is keen on promoting IKS, bringing IKS into the curriculum of every university, every institute, not because the government wants it to push it to the society, but because of the fact that there is so much knowledge that is imbibed, buried in the IKS areas, which will be useful for the society. We have to understand that the ministry is not trying to push as part of NEP what they want to do here. the understanding of many of the universities in translating IKS into curriculum has been challenging, especially even institutes like NIT we are facing a lot of challenges. The reason is there is so much of traditional knowledge that is available in the various topics and IKS. So we do not know how to convert that into a curriculum. We do not know how to convert that into practice, convert that into technology and tools for practice. But there is a belief that once you are able to do this in a systematic way, it will be immensely beneficial to the students, faculty and society at large. Therefore, the Ministry of Education has established a separate division on IKS. There is a separate division on IKS which works under the AICTE, All-India Council of Technical Education. So I have invited Dr. Rujika Singh, one of the coordinators of IKS, to address in this IKS workshop. I think that is more afternoon. Now we need to understand two things. One is what exactly we mean by IKS. Do we mean to talk about a language like Sanskrit, or do we mean to say that some script that is available in some library, is it IKS, or is it some practice of breathing? I like to say that since all of you are teachers here, you know that education has three topics. It has three topics. One is arts, which includes language, literature, commerce, social sciences and all that. The second is science and technology. We have sciences, physical sciences, biological sciences, engineering, technology and all that. Agriculture also comes under technology, as per today's understanding. And then third is skill. There are only three aspects of education. And the entire gamut of education arena, if you look at, has only these three components. We have BA degrees, BSc degrees, BE, BTech degrees, and then the medicinal degrees. Therefore, these three topics are available today in many of the universities in terms of BE, MTech, BA, MA, BSc, MSc, BTech, MTech and all that. So we need to map this kind of structure with what we have in IKS. And if you look at carefully the depth of knowledge that is available in many of the IKS textbooks, all these can be translated directly. For example, if you take languages, apart from the languages like traditional languages like Sanskrit, we have wealth of knowledge in Tamil also. So there is a wealth of knowledge in Tamil also. The Tamil faculty scholars will know that the mathematical aspects of buildings, architecture have been made available in recent studies on Tamil textbooks. Recently I heard that there is a textbook called Veera Sodium. Veera Sodium is a grammatical textbook as per the understanding. But people have decoded Veera Sodium and they have found out that there is a lot of mathematics in the Veera Sodium. Which means that every book that is written 500 years before, 1000 years before, and all that can be related to what we do today. If you are constructing a building, you need knowledge of engineering. Today we have civil engineers, but then you have to understand that in those days, thousands of years back, we did not have civil engineers, but we are able to build buildings which stand today. Therefore, there is an engineering knowledge that is available, which we have missed in between. There is a knowledge of health that is available, which we have not inherited. There is a knowledge of arts and science, which is available. For example, metallurgy, the knowledge of metals, the knowledge of mercury, how you convert mercury or how you convert metal and use it for a long time, is available. But we have not been able to inherit that knowledge in a way that it is useful for the society. Therefore, this attempt of the ministry is only to make what is available in the previous centuries, make it available for the society. To make it available for society, you need education. Without education, you can never convert anything in knowledge into technology or tools. Therefore, there has been a great effort by the ministry to push. I will not say to push, but to make IKS as part of curriculum in all the universities. So the IKS division of AICTE is working on a curriculum. We are helping them in making a curriculum for arts colleges separately, for engineering colleges separately, for medical colleges separately. So keeping that in mind, since I am part of the committee that goes with the curriculum of IKS of ACT, I have drawn people, experts, as per the these three divisions, arts, engineering and health. But of these three, I believe health is very important. Without health, especially for women, without health it is not possible to professionally excel. We cannot excel in a profession without a strong, healthy body or a healthy mind. The knowledge of health that we had in all the education systems is missing. Therefore, I think there are 2 or 3 lectures on health. One lecture is on chronic healing, the healing techniques, which will help you to maintain almost 90 to 90% of health. There is a lecture on Ayurveda, there is a lecture on Vedic mathematics, there is a lecture on technology, security, using of mathematics for technology. There is also a lecture on astrology from the scientific. The actual need for IKS workshop is almost 1 week. Normally, any IKS workshop should be there for 1 week. But it depends on the interest that the participants have. So therefore, I suggest that we can have a 2-day workshop, and then based on the interest, we can take it forward. So I believe that this knowledge that we are going to gain in the next 2 days will be extremely useful for you to create the interest, first of all. You can relate to whatever you teach. You may teach physics, you may teach literature, you may teach computer science. Whatever you can teach, you can relate to what the knowledge available in the IKS topics. So my request to you is please take this seriously and make the best use of these lectures. All the experts that are coming here have been legends in their own field. They have been there for a long time. So I believe whatever lecture they are going to give is out of the experience they have gained for the past 20 years. So my request is please make use of this opportunity. You will not get an opportunity like this. It's very difficult to organize workshops on IKS. It's easy to organize workshops on technical aspects for computer science, quantum computing, or if you are talking about cyber security, it is easy to organize. But getting people together for IKS is difficult. Therefore, I suggest that you make the best use of this days. And whatever interactions you want to have, you can definitely have the experts. They would be very happy to interact with you and help you to take it forward. Don't think that it is only for 2 days and after 2 days it is over. If you want to continue to work in any of these fields, I will be very happy to connect you with the experts. Personally, I would also like to help you. Any faculty who is interested to work in IKS, we will definitely go forward together. Okay? Thank you very much. Bless you.
கலை அறிவியல் மற்றும் தொழில்நுட்பம்
Good morning to all and all gathered here. Respected speakers of this session, Madam Radha Ganesh, esteemed faculties, Honorable Principal, Honorable Chief Guest, and dear friends and student friends. It is with immense pleasure and honor I stand before you today to introduce our distinguished speakers, Madam Radha Ganesh and Mrs. Bhuvaneshwari, for this special occasion. As we gather here, Internal Quality Assurance Cell organizes for faculty orientation program on Indian knowledge system, social relevance and scientific perspective. We are privileged to have someone of such remarkable stature and achievements among us. Ma'am has completed her MA in English from Mahatma Gandhi University, Kerala, and presently working for Yoga Prana Vidya organization as senior athlete trainer and ethics committee member and certified Yoga Prana Vidya healer. She has over 18 years of experience and completed the 1-year spiritual intensive program at Yoga Prana Vidya Ashram in Thale at Krishnagiri district. She has been trained in advanced healing and psychotherapy at World Prana Healing. Unnati Healing Foundation Trust. She worked in Unnati Healing Foundation Trust as a healer and trainer. She also worked in MS Ramaya Hospital, Chronic Healing Department, Ayush Arogya Dama. She has taught Yoga Prana Vidya techniques in several schools and also conducted classes for nursing staff, pharma students and among others. Madam regularly conducts an adult marathon on every last Sunday of the month at Karnataka Healing Foundation Trust since last 3 years. Yoga Prana Vidya. Yoga refers union and Prana Vidya means knowledge of energy. The word union in this context means the union of the personality with the soul and the soul with a higher consciousness. In addition to this, healing is a collection of practices based on ancient knowledge and has been called by many different names. It is a no-touch, no-drug, energy-based healing system. It works on the energy body, which in turn balance, harmonize, and transform the body's processes. In light of this information, we all are eager to hear her insights and experiences. The time we spent with Radha ma'am and Bhuvaneshwari ma'am today will undoubtedly be a valuable experience for all of us. Please join me in welcoming Radha Ganesh ma'am and Bhuvaneshwari ma'am with a big round of applause. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time to dive deeper. With deep respect, I invite our speakers to...
Good morning to one and all present here. Ellarkum vanakkam. I am Bhuvaneshwari and I have been in this Yoga Prana Vidya healing system for the past 18 years. It was a wonderful journey for me. And I also recollect 18 years back, I was one among you all, like sitting on the other side. And I was listening to somebody giving me explanations on healing systems. And ever since then, it has transformed my life. So we all have problems. Who doesn't have problems? All have health issues, emotional issues, mental issues, family issues. These are all inevitable. So how are we going to guard ourselves against all this? So most of us here are in the middle age, in 50s, late 40s. So we have had enough of family life, work life. So we have always been striving to strike a balance between work and family. So in the process, as women, we are the fulcrum of the family. It is nothing new. We all know that we have been taking loads and loads and loads to run the family. So in the process, we have neglected our health. So 50 வயசு வரை உழைச்சாச்சு ஃபேமிலிக்காக இவாளுக்காக அவளுக்காக. So we have tolerated many people, we have tolerated talks because the family has to go on. We have made so many compromises in marriages, in relationships with our relatives, friends. There is no end to it. But these things, if you analyze and see, go back and see, it has made us all more empowered emotionally, and it has strengthened our inner muscles. எவ்வளவோ பேரோட கோபம், தாபம், எரிச்சல் அதெல்லாம் நம்ம டாலரேட் பண்ணிட்டே வந்திருக்கோம். மெயினாக எல்லாமே ஃபேமிலிக்கோசரம் தான். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நமக்கு நிறைய சேலஞ்சஸ் வர 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 we have become stronger and stronger. At the same time, we have neglected our health in the process. That is why we are having so many diseases in the peak today. So on the lifestyle which our parents had, our grandparents had is entirely different. The lifestyle which we are having is entirely different. So we have to meet the challenges of today's lifestyle and maintain our health. Why we have to maintain our health? So whatever has happened, has happened. We should not be liability to our children. நம்ம மாமியார் மாமனார் எல்லாம் பார்க்கண்டா மாதிரி, நம்ம பாட்டி தாத்தாலாம் அவா மாமனார் மாமியார் எல்லாம் பார்க்கண்டா மாதிரி நம்ம குழந்தைங்க நம்மளை பார்த்துப்பாங்கன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. Because life has become like that. So இங்கிலீஷ் நம்ம எஜுகேஷன் முடிச்சுட்டு ஃபாரின்ல என்ன வேலை கிடைக்கிறது, எங்கே போய் பணம் சம்பாதிக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு அந்த இன்டென்ஷன்ல தான் அவங்க இருக்காங்க. இட் இஸ் நத்திங் ராங். நான் எதுவுமே தப்பு சொல்ல, ரைட் சொல்ல. Everything is happening for a reason. But where do we stand? So at least இப்போ நமக்கு ஒரு விழிப்புணர்ச்சி வந்து, the next 10 years please empower yourself for good health so that we don't become liabilities to our children. அண்ட் நமக்கும் liability வரக்கூடாது. ஸோ த மெயின் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 40 இயர்ஸ் ஃபேமிலிக்கு ஃபைனான்ஷியலி ஸ்டேபிளாக இருக்கணும், பசங்களுக்கு நல்ல எஜுகேஷன் கொடுக்கணும், இதுலேயே நம்ம குறியா இருந்துட்டோம். பட் இனிமே வர நாட்கள் அட்லீஸ்ட் யூ ஸ்பெண்ட் டைம் ஃபார் யுவர் செல்ஃப். உங்களோட ஹெல்த்துக்கோசரம் நீங்கள் கொஞ்சம் டைம் கொடுங்க. அட்லீஸ்ட் ½ a டே. வேலையை விட்டு கொடுக்க முடியாது, வீட்டில் வயசானவங்க இருப்பாங்க, ஹஸ்பண்ட் இருப்பாரு, அவர் பார்த்துக்கணும், சமையல் இருக்கு. ஸோ we are experts in multitasking, there is no doubt about it. But are we experts in taking care of ourselves, our health? So when we talk about health, it includes mental health, emotional health and physical health. So எப்போதுமே நமக்கு ஒரு தலைவலி வந்தாலும் சரி, ஏதோ ஒரு வயிற்று வலி வந்தாலும் சரி, ஒரு மாத்திரை முழுங்கிட்டு ஓடி போயிடுறோம். ஸ்லோலி அது வந்து சில பேருக்கு ப்ராக்டிஸ் ஆகிடுது. மைக்ரேன் வரப்போகுதுன்னா மாத்திரை முழுங்கிட்டு ஓடிடுவாங்க. But we don't address the cause for such a condition. அதை யோசிக்க நமக்கு டைம் இல்லை. எனக்கு ஏன் எப்போ பாரு மைக்ரேன் வருது, எனக்கு பீரியட்ஸ் வந்தாலும் எனக்கு ஏன் எப்போ பாரு வயிற்று வலி வருது, என்னால் ஏன் டாக்டருக்கு போக டைம் இல்லை. அப்போ எனக்கு மாத்திரை வேணுமா முழுங்கிட்டு ஓடிடுவோம். பட் அதோட இம்பாக்ட் தான் இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்குறோம். அந்த ஓவர் பீரியட் ஆஃப் இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் நெக்லெக்ட் now is resulting in bulky uterus, fibroids and what not. All that is the repercussion of neglected care. So keponadu poyachu. Now let us start. Take care of ourselves. If we truly love our family, we will take care of our health. So address the issues for mental, emotional and physical health. That is the need of the hour. Address the cause of the condition. So our system, Yoga Prananda energy healing system, gives you solutions, simple techniques. இது வந்து it is in our heritage. நீங்களோட பிரசன்டேஷன் கேட்டா இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு தெரியாத விஷயமா, இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு தெரியுமே, தெரியும் தான். ஆனால் நம்ம எவ்வளோ ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுறோம், நம்மளை கைடு பண்ணி எடுத்து செல்றதுக்கு இல்லை. நம்ம கோபத்தை எப்படி நம்ம கட்டுப்படுத்தணும் தெரியும், நாலேஜ் இருக்கு. ஆனால் அது எப்படி அந்த சமயம் வரும்போது the anger takes over you. So how to address that issue? So our system gives simple techniques for all this. So we would like to give our presentation under the following headings. So YPV as an organization, how we are contributing to the society, how we are helping humanity, and what our organization really is. And then we will share with you our accomplishments as an organization in the society, what all we have accomplished till today, and how our journey has been since its inception. Then we will share with you certain case studies, how we have taken difficult cases and healed them, how they have come out of very serious cases. Even the scientific community have given up hopes. இல்லைப்பா இனிமே ஆண்டவன் விட்ட வழி. அப்போ இந்த OIPD சிஸ்டம் அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி ஹெல்ப் பண்ணிட்டு அவங்களை ரிவைவ் பண்ண வச்சுது. ஸோ தட் we will discuss. Then technically what is yoga pranaya? ஸோ இதெல்லாம் நாங்கள் அக்கம்ப்ளிஷ் பண்ணியிருக்கோமே at grassroots level what we do. ஸோ அதை பற்றி பேசுவோம். அதுக்கப்புறமா we are going to talk about our energy body, significance and functioning of our energy body and its maintenance. Then the main component of our system, which is healing, so its principles and process. Then so if your knowledge was after 2 hours, I am very sure these 2 hours will be the most valuable 2 hours in your life. It will bring definite transformation within you for those who are really receptive to the energies. So we will discuss the nature, spiritual part. After that, how to take it forward. Yeah. So before I forget, I would like to thank Dr. Gajalakshmi, the principal of this college, all the organizers, Madam Jayalakshmi, and Dr. Ramasubramanian, who has been our inspiration, and he has been very encouraging and guiding us to take us to various levels, and who always felt that how important this system is for us to take it to society, for the well-being of the society. So I thank you all for giving me this opportunity, giving us the opportunity to take YPV to a different level. So before we start the session, we'll just do a small invocation and prayer. Yeah. So are you all interested? Yes. Just relax your body. இது ஒன்றும் நம்ம பெரிய பிரம்ம வித்தையெல்லாம் நாங்கள் கற்றுக்கொள்ள போகிறதில்ல. நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி இது நம்மளோட மரபுல இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்கு. ஸோ இதை அதை நாங்கள் வெளிச்சத்துக்கு கொண்டு வரோம். தான் scriptures.
Invocation is preliminary of yoga.
Yes. யோகால ஜெனரலி எல்லாருமே ஆசனாஸோட தான் நம்ம வந்து அசோசியேட் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். பட் யோகா இஸ் யூனியன் வித் தி ஆத்மா, யூனியன் வித் ஆத்மா. Yes. So how to achieve this union with the Atma through the knowledge of prana, the essential life force. That is all we are going to see in detail later. So without wasting much time, we just do an invocation now. Just relax your body. Inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale slowly. Hold. Inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale slowly. Hold. Relax your body. Take your consciousness to your legs. Your legs are relaxed. Leave your legs loose. Your abdomen and thorax relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. The facial muscles are relaxed. Close your eyes. Your eyelids and forehead is relaxed. Your scalp is relaxed. Your spine is relaxed. Your mind is relaxed. Observe your heartbeat. It is slow and it is steady. Observe your breath. It is slow and it is steady. You're all relaxed. Just let go all the intruding thoughts and say to yourself, I am receptive to the energies. I am conductive to the energies. Mentally follow me to the Supreme Parabrahma, Aneka Kota Brahmanda Janani, Paramatma Shiva, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, spiritual helpers and saints, Mahadevas and Devas, Devas of knowledge and wisdom, Devas of well-being. Very humbly we invoke for your blessings, for the guidance, for the protection, for the help, for the empowerment and strengthening. Thank you for giving us the inner strength to continue with the practices, to assimilate the teachings, live the teachings, thereby bringing peace within us and in our environment. To our higher souls and divine self, we invoke your blessings and also for the guidance and protection. Deep devotion and gratitude, great reverence and respect, lots and lots of love and thank you. Amen. Gently open your eyes. So now I call upon Mrs. Radha Ganesh to take over the proceedings. Enough has been told about her. She's an excellent, proficient healer, miraculous healer, I would say. From my experience, I'm sharing this, not just from the book, but hear and say. She's a wonderful person. I call upon Mrs. Radha Ganesh.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, let us start. So, we are YPP, Yoga Prana Vidya. That's it, yeah? ஒரு healing system. Healing system, healing with the hands. நம்ம கை வச்சு உங்களோட என்ன காயங்கள் இருக்கோ அதை வச்சு தட்டி தட்டி நாங்கள் வெளியே எடுத்துருவோம். இதை பற்றி கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? நோ, கேட்டுக்கல. இதை பற்றி யாரும் சொல்லி கேட்டுக்கல. சரி, இது நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கணுமானா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் ரிசெப்டிவ் போஸ்ட்ல உட்காரணும். ரிசெப்டிவ் போஸ்ட்ல எப்படி எல்லாம் கை இப்படி கிராஸ் பண்ணிக்க கூடாது, மடியில வச்சுக்கணும். ஓகே, இப்படி வச்சுக்கணும். நம்ம ஸ்டிஃபா உட்கார்ந்து கிடையாது, நம்ம சோல்ஜர்ஸ் இல்லை, ரிலாக்ஸ். எப்படி வேணா உட்காந்துக்கணும். கிராஸ் பண்ண கால் கிராஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது, கை கிராஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. சரியா? அப்புறம் முடிஞ்ச மட்டும் நாங்கள் பாக்கெட் roof of the mouth correct பண்ணிக்கணும். Alright? If possible, விட்டுடுங்க. அப்புறம் இப்போ சொல்லிச்சுக்கிறது. Alright? என்னோட தமிழ் வந்து ரொம்ப பியூரா இருக்காது. from the Balgat side, but I'm a Tamilian. Alright? Thank you. Oh, this YPD, it was founded by Sri N.J. Reddy sir. He's a retired wing commander. Alright? He's a retired wing commander. அவர் வந்து for 20 years and more அவருக்கு மைக்ரேன் பெயின் இருந்தது. வந்து சாப்பிட்டே இருப்பா. There was no remedy. It was not going away at all. அப்போ அது இந்த யோகா பண்ண வேண்டிய பற்றி கேள்விப்பட்டு அவர் அதை கற்றுண்டார். அதை கற்றுண்டு அவங்க அதை ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணினார். ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணாருன்னாக்க அவரோட விங் கமாண்டர். அவர் வந்து அந்த டைமில் நினச்சிக்கிற விங் கமாண்டர் ஆயிருக்க மாட்டார். பட் ஹி வாஸ் ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் இந்த ஆர்மி ஃபோர்ஸஸ் ஏர்ஃபோர்ஸ் எல்லாம் அவங்க ரொம்ப ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆகும் இல்லையா? அப்போ அவர் லே லடாக்கில் அவர் இருந்தார் போஸ்டிங். அந்த ஆக்சிஜன் லெவல் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்கும். அப்பப்போ நிறைய பேருக்கு ஏதோ ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ரொம்ப அவர் ஹீல் பண்ணி மெடிசின்ஸ் எங்கே கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு ஈஸி இல்லை, ஆனால் ரொம்ப ஹீல் பண்ணி அவங்க குணப்படுத்தியிருக்காங்க ரொம்ப ஜனங்களை. அப்படி அவங்க எல்லாம் குணப்படுத்தி அவங்க இவங்களுக்கு காய்க்கு இருக்குதுன்னே அவங்க மறந்து போயிடுச்சு. மைக்ரேனே அவங்க திரும்பி வரல. ஸோ அதுலேருந்து அவர் நினச்சிட்டாரோ எவ்வளோ so much it is useful to me, I should take it to the world. அது மாதிரி அவங்க அது மாதிரி ஒர்க் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சு எல்லா இடத்துல போய் இது மாதிரி பண்ணி now it has become a big organization. Alright. ஸோ எங்களுக்கு தள்ளி தமிழ்நாடு ஓசூர் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்காங்க இல்லையா? ஓசூர் பக்கத்தில் தள்ளி ஒரு இருக்கு. ஸோ இட்ஸ் அ வில்லேஜ். அங்கே ஒரு ஆஷ்ரம் இருக்குது. அதான் என்னோட ஹெட் குவார்ட்டர்ஸ். அங்கே கண்டினியூஸாக ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் நடந்துகிட்டே இருக்கும், கிளாஸஸ் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கும், ஹீலிங் செஷன்ஸ் நடந்துருக்கும், மெடிடேஷன் செஷன்ஸ் நடந்துருக்கும். எங்கள் மாதிரி நிறைய வருஷமாக ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு ரொம்ப செஷன்ஸ் வரும். அது பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்பாரு. வீக்லி ப்ரோக்ராம், மந்த்லி ப்ரோக்ராம், 4 மந்த்லி ப்ரோக்ராம், இயர்லி ப்ரோக்ராம் கூட நடக்கிறது. நான் வந்து ஐசோலேஷன் ப்ரோக்ராம் 1 year ஐசோலேஷன் ப்ரோக்ராம் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன். ஐசோலேஷன் ப்ரோக்ராம் தான் அவுட் சைட் வேர்ல்டில் நமக்கு கம்யூனிகேஷன் கிடையாது. ஒன்லி இன் எமர்ஜென்சி வி கேன் மெசேஜ் அவர் children or patients whom we heal. Only if it is necessary. சும்மா அதே இது எனக்கு எப்படி எல்லாம் பேசுறது is forbidden. Alright? Try not to cross your hands, please. Okay. So அது நான் பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன். And continuous morning till evening only practices. அப்படி so it is very useful for her spiritual evolution and for her health, for everything. It is like Ajnanavasam படினாங்கல்ல, something similar but not so serious also, but only. So that is about the mindfully ashram I am talking about. So healing, that's not always healing. Life is only healing. Morning finish all of work, fast சமையல் பண்ணிடுவோம், வீடை க்ளீன் பண்ணிடுவோம், உட்காந்தாச்சு healing. That is healing. All healers, most serious healers are like that. Alright? Then training வந்து நானே trainer, we have so many trainers. So training yoga pranayama level 1, 2, 3 crystal healing இருக்கு, ரொம்ப இருக்கு, psychic self protection இருக்கு. Arahat yoga is only spiritual course. It is a spiritual course. அப்படினாக்கா spiritually எப்படி evolve ஆகலாம், அதுக்கு many teachings, purification techniques and meditations அது இருக்கும். That's about the training. Meditation we have, of course. There is a meditation which everyone can do. மற்றது ஹீலிங் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு நிறைய மெடிடேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஆனால் there is a PPM, planetary peace meditation. Okay, Metta Bhavana meditation. That can be taught to everyone. Anyone, you can just go anywhere and brings in a lot of cleansing and energizing. உடம்பை சரி பண்ணுவது just this, only this meditation. உடம்பை சரி பண்ண நம்ம emotions, psychological aspect of our being also, it takes care. So we'll try to do that meditation, a very shortened version if possible. Okay. So events, like a sir வந்து offline and online. இப்போ இது மாதிரி நம்ம பண்ணுறோம்ல, அது மாதிரி thousands of people வருவாங்க. நாங்கள் தான் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணுவோம். சார் வந்து இது மாதிரி பப்ளிக் தர்ஷன் ப்ரோக்ராம் wherein we conduct healings, meditations, everything we will conduct. So many programs all over India and in some parts of the world, he has been conducting this. With thousands of participants, not just a few. That research, we have a huge research wing. Anybody who has gained some experience in healing or who heal regularly, they can publish research papers, and there's a research team, which will help that person to publish it, how to go about it. So we have 108 cases of publications, and we have many testimonials and many case studies. All right. And there is a support. We are leading the not so wealthy. Ali Tamil Nadu எங்களோட ஆசிரமம் இருக்கு. அங்கே பஸ்ஸஸ் லாரியில் எடுத்து வச்சு 5-6 ஸ்கூல்ஸ் பக்கத்தில் ஸ்கூல்ஸில் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எடுத்துன்னு வந்து அவங்கள மெடிடேஷன் பண்ண வச்சு அவங்கள ஹீலிங் பண்ண வச்சு எல்லாம் சொல்லி கொடுத்துட்டு அங்கே இருக்கிறவங்க சாப்பாடும் போட்டு அனுப்புவாங்க. தட் இஸ் சப்போர்ட்டிங். அண்ட் அங்கே பக்கத்தில் ஃபாரஸ்ட் இருக்குது. அது ஃபாரஸ்ட் கூட அவங்க வந்து பார்த்துக்கிறாங்க. ஆல்ரைட், அதை ப்ரிசர்வ் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ வி ஹேவ் சச் சப்போர்ட் social responsibility that we have that. So this is YPD, Yoga Pranayama is present in 71 locations in India. Many cities, most of the cities, almost all places have Yoga Pranayama, including Assam, Kashmir. So these are some of the pictures of the workshops and programs that we have been conducting. Anna is one. Many programs happening. Schools level, இப்போ என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா பெங்களூர் கர்நாடகா ஃபுல் எல்லா ஸ்கூல்ஸ்லேயும் trainers and healers போய் 1 hour அவங்களுக்கு 1 hour 45 minutes சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க. forgiveness practice சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க, breathing சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க, healing அவங்கள ஹீலிங் பண்ணுறாங்க. அது மாதிரி many sessions are happening in almost all the government schools and government aided schools. Alright. So that's the sort of picture that you are seeing. Somebody is conducting a period that I almost all the schools, you just see, if they become peaceful, children become peaceful, they become without stress, and they understand the virtues. What is it? They are going to be the citizens of tomorrow, right? So that's why we are catching them young. Okay? So we have conducted certificate course in Yoga Prana Vidya in Shrimati Indira Institute. It's a yoga institute in Delhi. Again, continuous our level 1, 2, 3. Yoga Prana Vidya level 1, 2 and 3 has been conducted as a part of their curriculum. So we are looking for such sessions even here. Let us see. We work on that. So it was like a part-time course for 6 weeks, 60 hours, and all 3 courses were done. This is just got a certification. Shrimati Indira Institute of Yoga, National Institute of Yoga, in Delhi. Go to the next. அதே மாதிரி Wellener College of Education, Erode, Akhil Bharatiya Postgraduate College in Gorakhpur, also similar programs were conducted. புரியுதுல்ல? அந்த in-house program நீங்க அவங்க curriculum எப்படி கத்துக்கறீங்க? அது மாதிரி this is one, so part of the syllabus. அது மாதிரி அவங்க கத்துட்டாங்க. My JSS Dental College, Mysore, not the complete course, they had a wellness program for 1 whole year. And a research paper was published about the results of the 1 year group, 1 year practice of these techniques on students. Next one. Okay, now this is what I already told you. There is a MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. It's a contract from our institution with the Karnataka government, and these are the places where it is being conducted. So you can just start. So these are the level 1, level 2, level 3 in the Moraji Desai Institute. Whatever the contents of the course, whatever we do, whatever we teach, the same thing has been conducted every day 2 hours. It is all according to the convenience of the students and the trainers. So we see about the rheumatoid, and this is the research. We have 108 research papers published. Many hearing case studies. So research உங்களுக்கு familiar இருக்கலாம். But it requires a lot of determination. Before test, in between test, after 3 months test, after 1 year test, is it sustaining? Correct? Yeah. Now heal பண்ணி விட்டுறோம் நல்லா இருக்கு போயாச்சு. அப்பதான் விடக்கூடாது. Is it sustaining? Is the healing sustaining? That's why we are conducting research and for scientific proof. இதை இப்போ நம்ம கை காட்டி பண்ணிடுறோம். சரியா குணப்படுத்துறாங்க. தலைவலி போச்சு, அந்த வலி போச்சு, இந்த வலி போச்சு. ஆனால் அது எப்படி சஸ்டெயின் ஆகுது அதை பற்றி பிலீஃப் எல்லாருக்கும் வர்றமான சயின்டிஃபிக்காக இருக்கணும். கரெக்ட்? அதனால தான் ரிசர்ச் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ வி ஹேவ் சோ மெனி ரிசர்ச் ஸ்டடிஸ் இன் திஸ். வில் செக் த ஐ ஹவ் டேக்கன் அப் ஒன்லி திஸ் மச். வி டோன்ட் ஹேவ் டைம் டு கோ த்ரூ எவ்ரிதிங். ஓகே. So
it is for everyone. It is for the people who are coming from any background, irrespective of a mathematical background or whatever it is. If we have an inclination to learning new things, we can do it. So, before starting the session, an introduction, that means why we need this session, why this is important, what is cryptography, what is security. These are things I am going to speak a little bit. So, firstly is what do we understand by security? Can anyone say? We all had a good lunch, so we might be sleepy. That's right. Can anyone say what is security? A protection. Protection of what?
Information.
Information only. You don't protect money. That is the computational part as well. So I'm just talking about security of our home. We protect the assets that we have. We protect our lands that we have. We protect everything. We protect ourselves. We protect our kids. We protect our parents. Everyone.
Personal information.
Personal information and that are the data thing what we talked about. That comes from the digital perspective or whatever the raw facts and figures we try to document. So those are things are informations we can say. But security with respect to a person, security with respect to the assets, everything, everywhere, as well as with the data also, it is needed. So firstly, what is security? Protecting the assets, protecting whatever, even if it is a data, it is an asset. So how to protect it? By incorporating a lock. We use some lock on the door to protect it. Simply. So why do we need a lock? Anyone can open the lock, right? A person can come and lock, a carpenter can come and cut the lock out and then they can get into the house. That's what happens every day. So what is the newer systems you can have? You can have a smart lock. Now in older time we used to have an older phone. Nowadays we are having a smartphone. So similarly we will have a smart lock instead of that manual locks the locks that we used to have. What is the benefit of having a smart lock? Why we call it as a smart? Because whenever an intruder is coming in front of it can capture the image and it can send you the image as well as the information that someone is there in front of the door is trying to open the door. That's why it is smarter. The older lock was manual. That cannot inform you. There is no mechanism incorporated to inform you. But nowadays, we have a smart lock which can capture the image of the intruder and can send you over the phone that this is the person who is there. You just call the police or you call someone else. That's what the difference between a manual lock and a smart lock. Right? So, coming to the security system in digital platform, the method that we opt to incorporate secured system is cryptography. Okay. Just few minutes before we were talking while having lunch that suppose in older days people used to send a letter. A mother used to send a letter to his son. The son used to send a letter to his mother. So if a people or any person, if the postman wants, he or she can check what is written in the letter, right or wrong. Even if you are the postman, you also can do that. If you have the intentions to steal information, you can do that job. So, what is the way to resist it? What is the way, but still a postman cannot understand? A postman cannot understand when we start writing in symbolic language. If we start writing in symbolic language, suppose I am using a triangle symbol for expressing a knowledge that I am having a wealth of 1 crore to express. So if I am having 2 stars, it is 2 crores, suppose. So if an intruder is analyzing the symbols, he or she may not be able to understand that what for the reason the symbols are used for. He will be able to understand a triangle only. So we are hiding information by taking one symbol or a character that is called as a ciphertext. We are encrypting the concept. This is called as encryption. By using a separate character, we hide what are the informations within that. That means we are using a key to decrypt it. That means when mother will see that there is one triangle, he will be able to understand, oh, this is 1 crore. That means my son is having 2 triangles, maybe 2 crore money he is having. By concept I tell you. So what mother is doing, mother is decrypting the whatever the text is, mother is deriving the hidden words from there. And the son has encrypted, that means son have incorporated the symbolic language to hide his own information. Okay, so this is the conversation between the mother and the son and what I am talking about. Now, suppose a person in between, suppose a postman, that is me, is analyzing it. I am analyzing that what can be triangle used for. So suppose I can get it, that it is 1000 or 1 crore. Suppose if I get it, the probability is very negligible. I may not get it, the probability is very high. If I am using only one character for one encryption and one decryption. Now, so this is what the cryptographic methods come into the ground. We incorporate mathematical models or mathematical functions like this only. Because a sender and the receiver is there, a sender is sending information to the receiver, a receiver is receiving information from the sender. How both will understand how the sender will send information to the receiver that by the help of the triangle I am willing to express that it is 1 crore. So that is what the key is. So there is a concept called as key. By using the key, we can derive the message on the servers on the receiver side, and we can also derive the message on the sender side. So we use keys for encryption, we use keys for decryption of the messages that we try to achieve, or the messages that we try to send. So there are various cryptographic methods, there are various types of cryptographic functions through which we can do this, we can achieve this thing. Now nowadays we have cell phones, everyone use smartphones, everyone use smart headsets. So what is, how can an intruder can come into the ground? Intruder means attacker. If I am talking about in computer science language, if we say that there is a postman which is observing the letters and trying to analyze the letters between the mother and the son, that is called as man in the middle attack. Okay. So similarly, if a post from the concept of postman only, this concept has been derived. The man in the middle attack has been derived. So how you are sending information? How, suppose you are having a blood pressure monitoring system or a glucometer attached. How that glucometer is sending information to your phone. From that phone you are able to see that your glucose. What is your glucose level? After having lunch, how much glucose level has been increased? Now, so there are this medical information. Suppose you are very VVIP person. I'm not talking about Mr. Narendra Modi, but there are many VVIP persons out there. And where people's they are having enemies also. So suppose an enemy or an intruder is able to analyze that person is a diabetic, is a chronic diabetic disease that person is having, that VVIP is having, and if any person is able to inject glucose or increase the glucose level up to certain threshold, then the person may have some organs damages or something that happen. So the glucose informations or the medical informations in Internet of Medical Things we call, the medical informations are much more valuable for every person's everyday basis, on every instances. That means every instance a medical device is generating separate informations which is created as a log report and which can be used for further diagnostic of the for further diagnostics or further treatments. Now, if those informations got leaked, how to protect those informations? Nowadays, research is also going on how to protect on those informations. So we have this security algorithms. Now, come to security part. Software security is already obsolete in nature. We are coming on to the hardware security part. Hardware means what you can feel. Someone is there in the hardware. How you will analyze that is called as a hardware. Suppose a manufacturer has stored a small IC within this, which is sending the information each and every time to that particular person. What is that called? That is called a hardware trojan. We have heard about the Trojan virus long back. That was a software Trojan. Nowadays it is called as a hardware Trojan. So how to identify a hardware Trojan? It is very critical in nature. So how to identify, the way to identify a hardware Trojan, it is not related to this one. The way to identify a hardware Trojan is, if we measure the power at every instance of time consumed by this cell phone, when the hardware Trojan will trigger up, the power consumption will suddenly increase. The temperature will suddenly increase. And there are other formal parameters also on which we can analyze that there is a hardware Trojan or not. If there is a hardware Trojan, that is also considered as an insider attacker. Insider means there are 5 people in a room where meeting is going on. Any one people goes out and tells the information outside. That is insider attack. One insider person is going out and leaking the information. Depending on that information, the externals are coming in and hacking the data. That means the internal is leaking the key on basis of which the messages can be decrypted, which mother used to send to his son and son used to send to his mother. So that is called as insider attack. That is much more dangerous in nature. We don't understand to whom we are talking to whom we are discussing. Similarly, insider attack, insider is also there in the form of hardware trojans, and malwares are also there. Hardware malwares are also there. Now, in hardware, what does the hardware security provides us? The hardware security provides an additional layer of defense for addressing the vulnerability that may exist in the hardware level and to protect against the various types of threats, tampering, reverse engineering, and side channel attack.
What is side channel? Side channel lens. While in older days you must have seen, suppose a box is there, a sound box is there, and you keep the cell phone near to it, the box will create some sound, and beep sound is there. If you observe the sound, if you try to observe the sound, that is not continuous in nature. That is differentiating. It is having a different wavelength. Means that the zeros and ones have been transferred through the wireless medium. When the phone comes, at that time the sound becomes high. That means what? The electromagnetic flux becomes very high. With respect to it, what is the message coming over the channel? With respect to the message, it's the intensity of the message, the sound of the box will increase and decrease. That is what the side channel means. And if I observe the side channel things, and I have a pen and paper, I try to understand, okay, this sound is high, this may be this sound is low, this may be this. So I am an attacker, side channel attacker. Able to derive information without touching your device. I am able to derive information without even your knowledge. That is side channel attack. Recently, a workshop is going to be held on in NIT Trichy in December. If you want, you can attend. You will be able to understand. You can have a hands-on experience like how to do side channel attack, how to do it, so that you also be able to be an attacker. You can also derive information from other cell phones and other laptops. It is possible. So. So crypto accelerators are the co-processors that will provide the cryptographic processing to improve the effectiveness and the performance of the cryptographic algorithms. Here, where we have changed the mathematical models of Indian mathematics is the elliptic curve cryptography, that is ECC. In ECC, there are it does some computations over the mathematical properties called as finite field arithmetic. So in finite fields, we have a curve, a geometric curve. In that geometric curve, we try to find out a point, and that point, the coordinate of the point, will be acting like a key at a particular instance of time. In another time, another key will be there. So there is an algorithm for that. What is that algorithm? How that algorithm functions, I'll show you. So this is a sample ECC, elliptic curve. We can see the dot, the cross points are the older points, and depending on the blue points, if we draw a line and that line intersects the elliptic curve, the red curve at a certain point that is marked as cross. So the 2 points, there are this side also there is 1 point, this side also there is 1 point. We can draw a line from this point to that point, we can draw a line from that point to that point. Many points will come up in the curve. Though the coordinates of those points are used as a key to the cryptographic algorithm, which is random in nature. Random means, what is your understanding regarding random? Anyone, anytime, any point, that means uniqueness will be very high. A number with higher uniqueness. That is not deterministic in nature. But though we have that, we don't have that. We don't have a true random number. We don't have a full random number generator. We have a partial random number generator. We have a pseudo random number generator. We have a true random number generator. But we don't have till date, we don't have a full random number generator. Because when we develop an algorithm, a mathematical function is there. A mathematical function can generate points up to certain instance. After that, it will repeat. So true random number generator is not there. What we can do, we can increase the range. We can increase the range on where the points can lie. After all the points are filled up, it will again repeat. Even if when it starts repeating, it's not a full random number generator. So what we opted for, we opted for a session time, a small session, a time period of 10 minutes. Within that 10 minutes, a polynomial function is there. With the help of that polynomial function, if we generate a random number that may not exceed, or an attacker may not be able to derive, suppose 10 to the power 56 number of numbers at a particular microsecond. It's not possible. That's where the ECC plays the role. If we place ECC in a longer period of time for 5 years, or
okay, so it is purely based on the motions of sun, moon, planets and stars. So that is what is Jyotisha, but today it has been understood as some Jataka, religious, those things. So it's not that level. So it is actually, it is not as an astronomy. Astrology is an offshoot. So the Shastra based on the study of luminous bodies in the sky, there is what is Jyotisha. So it includes, of course, mathematics and astronomy. So this is sage. Ati, he was observing on eclipse. So many issues. See, all of you would have put the Varahan here. He's a very great astronomer. He says, he seems to have observed some 60 eclipses in his lifespan, and he has made predictions about that. So many predictions means not astrology predictions. So what is going to the planetary positions about this? Okay. And predicting the eclipse is going to be very difficult, especially lunar eclipse is very difficult. You know what is the reason? See, compared to Sun, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn kind of things, Moon is a very small one. When we observe, we see that Moon is moving this way, but it is not going there. No, it moves in a very erratic manner because it is subject to so much of pulls, very so many things. So it is not a regular, circular or elliptic motion. It is not like some variations are there. That is why somebody is not, let's say, Moon is also called a monokaraka. If somebody is not mentally stable, he is not a lunatic. No, what is the reason? Lunatic. Because it itself is not very stable. So that is why predicting the lunar eclipse is going to be very difficult. That they have done accurately arrangements. Okay. So, where did astronomy start from? Next. The earliest astronomical text that is available today is called Vedanga Jyotisha, written by a sage called Lagada. He deals with several things. You need to predict in Tithi, in day, Paksha, Masa, year, all these things. For all these things, you need calculations. That is where mathematics comes into, and that is where it's not. So that's why I can quote it. So this astronomy is called as Kala Vidhana Shastra. This is Vedahi Yajnata Abhipravrittaha Kalanupurva Viditashta Yajnaha Tasmad Idam Kala Vidhana Shastram Yo Jyotisham Veda Saveda Yajnaha. This is what Vedanta Shastra says. What does it mean, Jyotisha? It is called a Kala Vidhana Shastra. You need to have the right time for performance of the Vedic and the civil duties. You cannot perform certain things at certain times. You can have to perform certain things at certain times. So not all times are suited for all things. It is that for our normal civil duties and also for, of course, for weather. So for me, now that you need to calculate time. Okay, how to find time? That is a very big question. What is the time today? You just see your cell phone or our watches and you tell the time. But what is the actual time? How do you know? In ancient times, people used to see the shadow and give the extra time. If you study Shakuntalam, there, midnight, sage Kanwa, he asks one of his disciples to go and find the time out. What he does, just goes out, observes the sky for some time, and he comes and reports, it seems to be around 3:37. See, such things, such knowledge we had. We lost all this. Okay, next. So, even prior to Lagada composing his text, Vedanta Jyotisha, our CEOs were having so much of knowledge on astronomy. Next. We need to know about equinoxes and the solstices first. So these are very well known to our ancients. We are new to these things terms and all. See, I think that in older days there used to be for mathematics syllabus, BSc or MSc, there used to be astronomy used to be a part of the syllabus. Yes. Now that has been taken out. It should be pure maths.
Medical trigonometry.
Yes, very most important.
Medical trigonometry.
Yes, yes. For astronomy itself, there was a kind of that. I see. I think you got that. So, what is solstices? What are solstices and equinoxes? See, suppose I ask you, which is east? Which is the eastern direction? You will point to somewhere. Okay. If you suppose you point there as east, is that going to be east? No. It is going to be from here to here. Because you say sun rises in the east. First thing is sun doesn't rise. Only the earth rotates. You observe that from the observer's point of view, of course, it doesn't rise. But it doesn't rise in exactly the same point every day. If you observe sun, say in December, you may observe at that point. And if you observe sun again in March or April, you will observe somewhere in north and the northern direction from that. Right? So that is called the motion of, see, they have observed that there are three motions of sun. One is east to west. From observer's point of view, okay? From east to west. Next is Uttara direction. So north to south and south to north. So that is called Uttara. When it touches, So see, imagine the sun is there. Earth goes around. Okay. When it goes from this point to this point, it is, may say, south north. And when it comes back, it is north to south. That is what you observe as Uttara Ayana. That is, Uttara means north, Ayana means Gati. Going northern motion and the southern motion. That is okay. So, but the sun goes to the exact eastern place on one day only. So, that day, so where it is exactly on the north of the equator. That is the 2 days are there. One is vernal equinox and other is autumnal equinox. The word itself is very clear. Both days and nights are of equal duration. And it is exactly on the equator. So solstices is exactly opposite. The longest days and longest nights. So those 2 days. So it was considered the civil year begins with the vernal equinox. Next one. So next after Veda by Buddhism, a new type of astronomical text started emerging. They were called as Siddhanta texts. I think you might have heard the word Pancha Siddhantika, where somewhat aware. There were some 18 Siddhantas also. So they introduced the Nakshatra system and the 12 signs of zodiac, Mesha, Vrishabha, etc. Adopted a more precise value for the length of the solar year. What is this Nakshatra system? I tell you. See, what is the duration of a day? What is the duration of a day? It means day and night. Huh? 23 hours? Just no visa. 3 hours, 56 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Just let us suppose. Okay. Is that only? Okay. Is it correct?
We take it as approximate 24 hours.
Yeah. Actually, it is not just approximate, sir. See, there are 2 days. One is called Samana Dina, another is called Nakshatra Dina. So, how do you arrive at this value, 24 hours or 23, 20, whatever? How do you arrive at this? How do you come to know about this? Any idea?
Yeah.
How do you come to know? Suppose I am from Chennai, so beach is very close by. You go to the beach early in the morning. Okay, maybe 5 o'clock. You observe the eastern direction. Slowly, after some time, you will say sun rising in the east. You note the time now. That say it is 5:36 today. Tomorrow, what time will you again observe the sunrise? Any idea?
Little bit.
Huh?
Little bit.
A little bit earlier. Slightly earlier. Some 4 minutes earlier.
Fraction of a second.
No, 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes. Okay. But on the other hand, You go to the same spot at 3:30 in the morning. What will you observe? You will observe star rise. You will observe a particular star or a constellation. If it is a clear sky, at 3:30, suppose. Next day, you again go there, 3:30. What time will you observe the rise of that particular star at the time? What time will you observe the rise of that star? Any day? Same 4 minutes difference or what? No. It will be exactly 24 hours. Same time you will observe star rise. Okay? That is why there is a difference between Savana Dina and Nakshatra Dina. Nakshatra Dina is exactly 24 hours. Savana Dina is 23 hours, 56 minutes, 4 seconds. Now, this small difference keeps accumulating and it becomes one day, which is added every 4 years. That is how we get a leap year. Okay? So that means there is a synchronization between Sun and Nakshatra. Most of stars are in the sun in our calendar. That is one. So these things they have done in the astronomics. Computations of the motion of planets, solar and lunar eclipses. Then ideas of parallax errors. Now it is very familiar. We are familiar with those things. Those days they have calculated all these things. Okay. Then determination of mean and true positions of planets. You will observe a planet to be there at a particular point, but there will be some difference. So the true position and the mean position they will calculate. So formula have been given for these things. These things I told you, Pancha Siddhanta, originally there were some 18 Siddhantas. They were codified by Varahamihira in his times. Even during his time, that is 505C, that wrote, at that time itself, some 5 only were extant, which he codified as Pancha Siddhanta. Next. Then, during that period, a very remarkable newer mathematical methods were developed. Next, please. Under the leadership of, I would say, Arifu. Now, I have some questions to you. Every object continues to be in its state of rest or uniform motion unless compelled by an external force. Who told you? Anybody?
First law, Newton's first
Yeah.
law.
All of us know it's Newton. Okay, next one. E is equal to MC square. Who told you? Okay. Next one. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, squaring, square root, cubing, cube. All these things. Who found? No one. We take this for granted. And we think these things have been there all through. We don't know. Next please. But actually, whom do you think would have found these things? Babylonians, Indians, and Arabs? Any idea? Maybe from what you've been talking all this time, we guess it is going to be Indians. Okay? If you guess that, you are correct. Okay. Next, tell me. Who found the decimal place value system?
Yes.
Indians. What is this decimal system? Any idea? There are students can attempt.
10 fingers.
Yeah, decimal, we think 0.72, pending, that is not, we are not talking about that. That is also effective. But decimal system is, we write say 37229. The number 3 has got, it is thousands. 7 is hundreds. 2 is tens. 1 is unit. Okay. See, this is called a decimal place value. So 10 power 0, 1, 2, 3. As you place the digit, the value increases. You place the digit. So this is called a decimal place value.
Yes, 10.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Place 10. Place 10.
Dasamasthanam.
Dasamasthanam. Yeah. See, today we can understand it better because we have got a binary system. Everybody knows. All of you are
Yes.
okay. Again, just a 0. Suppose you have to represent the number 38 with only 0 ones. How would you do? Imagine. And suppose you have to multiply 43 by 56 using only 0 1. What will you do? How will you do? You know, like, it could have been binary or trinary or 5 or 6 or 7. Okay. Anything could have been done. But they developed only decimal system, not hectagonal, octagonal categories. Okay. What is the reason? That is very, very convenient. They developed. It has been developed by us. Next one. So, I will come to the answer to my original question. We didn't know who formed these things, additions, subtractions, all these things. Okay. I will come to the quiz even. Where do we find these things? Originally the Vedas itself. Straight. Okay. Decimal place value system, we find the Vedas. Next one. See, this is in Rigveda. Trini Shata, Tri Sahasrani Agnim, Trimshascha Deva Nava Cha Asarpayam. Okay?
Rigveda.
Yeah, Rigveda. Trini Shata, Tri Sahasrani Agnim, Trimshascha Deva Nava Cha Asarpayam. So, Trini Shata, Shata, you know, Shatam, 100. Tri Sahasrani, 1000, 3000. Trimshascha Deva Nava, Trimshat, 30, 9, Nava is 9. So, the number is 3339. To represent that word, that means that this point is this number is used in the Rigveda itself. That means the Rigvedic seers were aware of the decimal value system. It is not next. See about this Laplace. What is this? The ingenious method of expressing every possible number using a set of 10 symbols emerging in India. The idea seems so simple nowadays that its significance and the profound importance is no longer appreciated. Its simplicity lies in the way there is facilitated calculation and the placed arithmetic foremost amongst useful inventions. Just imagine representing 43 with Roman letters. How do you read? 3x. Or I, 1, V. This is 43. 56. You write whatever way you want. Try to multiply and try to find the answer. When will you find? Will you know if the answer that you get is correct or not? Just imagine. That was the state of affairs in Europe. We don't know. When industrial revolution stopped, no? After the Britishers coming to India, stealing our knowledge. After that only industrial revolution started in the Europe. Okay? So much. I tell you. So, because of our decimal system and because of our giving 0, that calculation was so simple. It was very simple. So the importance of this invention is more readily appreciated when considers that it was beyond the two greatest men of antiquity, Archimedes and Apollonius. These are the statements of Laplace. Okay, next one. So, George Ifrah, another historian of mathematics, he says, in tracing the origin of the present enumeration, he has done a very splendid job in his book, Universal History of Numbers. By introducing the topic of representation of numbers by Indian astronomers, he observes, we are now going to look at truly remarkable method of expressing numbers which is frequently found on mathematical and astronomical texts written in Sanskrit. Added to all other evidence, it allows us not only to prove beyond doubt that our present day enumeration is of Indian origin and Indian alone. Okay. So this is where you got it, addition, subtraction, all these things from the Vedas and Vedic literature, which is not given to us in our present day textbooks. You know who found some series, who found some who found these laws, but you don't know where the rudiments of mathematics arise from. This is authentically put from dozens of works. The science of Indians, including the subtle discoveries in astronomy, discoveries that are more ingenious than those of Greeks and the Babylonians, are their valuable methods of calculation which is surpass description. which it is done means 9 signs, presumably including 0. Okay, 9 signs. That is 1 to 9. Next. One of the earliest historical records available to us attributing the discovery of the work of Al-Khwarizmi. Yeah. He is a footstep. We have decided to explain Indian calculating techniques using the 9 characters and to show how, because of their simplicity and consciousness, these characters are capable of expressing any number, the 10th figure in the shape of the circle. Okay? Here, T clearly brings 0. Next. See, this is how the modern numerals have developed. Okay? First Brahmin, then our Hindu numerals, then Arabic, medieval, then the modern numerals. See, it has taken more than 18 centuries from 3rd to 15th for the numeral notation to occur the present form. We saw. It seems to have got adopted permanently in the end of printing press. Now we cannot change. However, there are as many as 15 different scripts used in India. Okay? Tamil எழுத்துலாம் நமக்கு தெரியாது. கா போட்டா 1, நா போட்டா 3, இதெல்லாம் தமிழ் இருக்கு. இது ஓ see, regarding 0, who gave 0? Who invented? Who followed? Any idea? Anybody?
It is Indian contribution.
Yeah. We know it is Indian contribution. But who exactly? Actually, don't know. People say it is Aryabhata. No, before Aryabhata. Yes, you find it in Pingala, but they are not sure if Pingala owned it also, because it seems to be such a familiar thing to him that he takes it for granted. Yes.
Ashu Punyo Pasthai.
Exactly. So, most of the things are there in the Vedas.
Marriage mantra. Marriage is the mantra.
So, he uses the term, before that, Pani. So, Pani, he is the greatest of grammarians. Indian and Sanskrit grammarian. And you don't know. You know about the English grammatics? Any grammatics? Anybody can name any grammatics? English grammatics? Nobody? Ranan Mohan. Sarvit say I know. Ranan Mohan. English grammar, Ranan Mohan as was once very popular. Oh, now it is obsolete. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. See, Ponni was a very great grammar. After the study of his grammar, the Europeans have changed so many of the grammatical concepts. Ranan Mohan is no more valid. It has become obsolete. Okay, now they have a new field called linguistics after study of Ponni. Okay, it's not just grammar for them. They can say so much about that also. The word is Ponni says Adarshan Lopa. Lopa means almost a shunya, nothing. Okay, he uses the word. And the shunya itself is used for by finger. It is the two-way shunya, this shunya. Point is, what are the any other term for representing 0 in Tamil or Sanskrit? Anybody? Pujyam. Okay, actually they have got two terms to represent 0 in Sanskrit. One is shunya, another is pujyam. Why two terms, you know? Two terms. One is, what is puja means what, you know? Puja?
To be worshipped.
Something, valuable, worship. Okay. It has got value, it has no value. Both are there. When it is there along with something else, it has got some value. By itself, it has no value. So to give both the meanings, it has got two terms, shunya and puja. Okay. Next one. See, you can find these things in Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. There itself he gives, when it speaks about decimal place of system. Even Shankaracharya, he says, Yatha eka rega sati, eka pe sati rekha, sthana anyatve nivishamana, eka dasha shata sahasradi shabda pratyaya vedam anubhavati tadha. Shankaracharya in his Dharma Sutra Bhashya, he says, one symbol that where you place, depending upon that, you get the values 1 or 10 or 100 or 1000 like that. So it was a very well known concept from very days. Okay, next one. The earliest comprehensive astronomical mathematical work that is available to us is Aryabhata. The degree of sophistication with which Aryabhata has presented the number of revolutions made with the planets, etc., clearly points to the fact that he had perfect knowledge of zero and place value system. Moreover, his algorithms for finding square root, cube root are also based on this. Morning, very lately I came to the lecture. He was speaking about the India way of multiplying. Okay. Today, if I ask you to multiply some 2-digit or 3-digit number, you know the method. So, some 38 by 92. You will multiply the units, then you will multiply the tens, you place one below the other, and then you add. Actually, this is only one method. There are 4 different methods given by Pascal. Okay, that method he was given, and I found one of those was easier than this present method. Okay, so like that, Aryabhata has learned so many things. Find out cube root. I don't think we are taught in the school, but you will be surprised to know about the Indian education system. When did Indian education became very seriously?
1857.
1857. After that, only Indian education system started seriously.
The Woods Dispatch.
Yeah. So we have such a history of things. Only after Macaulay introduced his education system, only after English people, education started going to the hands of public. Okay. But you will not know these things. Okay. Before Macaulay introduced the education system that he introduced, he took a survey, first in West Bengal, the West Bengal they were there, English people, then all over India. No, not one disciple of Gandhi. His name, he has written a book called Golden Tree or something. Dharampa. You can search Google and find it. He took a survey. Before this system was introduced, there were what are known as Patashalas. Tamil. And the mother, it was there all over the India. How many lakhs, simply lakhs. Every village, every city had these things. And who were the teachers, who were the students, he has given a statistics upon these things. Who were teaching, who were taught. What were the subjects that were taught. Okay? We are all given to understand that only Brahmins were teaching, Brahmins were learning. No, that is a myth. In all these Patashalas, very meager percentage of people, teachers and students were Brahmins. People from all communities were learning. All people were teaching. Only basic education was restricted to Brahmins. All other things were common to all. So many people. See, how else you know? Will some shipbuilders will construct such beautiful temples? Don't they need calculation? Where did they learn all these things? So these things were there for so years in history. So education was actually blocked by the Europeans, not given by them. Regular education. They were actually pioneers. I will come to that later. The system developed by Aryabhata indeed is very unique in the history of innovation. Next, go to the next one. Shrimati Sutras. I will come to this. Before that, I will ask you, where did algebra originate? Algebra, where from it came? Yeah? Algebra is like Al-Qaeda.
There is one evidence in Nala Charitram that Rituparna learned Akshara Ganita and Ganana Ganita from Nala.
Yes.
There is some evidence.
But that is not algebra, sir. That is what is given there.
Akshara Ganita is not algebra.
That's not algebra. Algebra specifically. It is completely worked out in a text called Bija Ganita by Bhaskaracharya. Bhaskaracharya 1. He has given algebra in its complete form. You know how this name came? Algebra. Actually, his book is called Bija Ganita. Ganita, the part they always read things in the reverse manner. Bija, they read it as Jiba. And they are the word Al as some respect or something. So Al-Jiba become Al-Jibba. This is no. It was translated into Arabic. Bhaskaracharya's Bija Ganita was translated into Arabic with the name Al-Jabr Bal-Muqabla, meaning equating and transposing. So it has been given by us. Algebra, not only algebra. Geometry, it is called geometry. Geometry. Geo means what? No. Geo means the string of a book. String of it. I will come to that very shortly. Okay. Before that, in the Shulva Sutras, geometry has been dealt with extensively because it is one of the Veda. Point is, they have to construct Vedic altars for performance of homas, yagas, and some things. And in different shapes. Okay. For constructing those things, they see there are formulae for calculating the area of circles, squares, converting a circle into a square, same area. Converting square to a circle, same area. Kind of things. Those things are dealt with in the Shulva Sutras. Okay. So, there is so much of I'm using only Raju and Shanku. Raju means rope and Shanku is a small stick kind of thing. I admit all these things. I think I am already started boring you. We'll go to the next one, please.
Okay.
So many authors have contributed, given the names, listed so many people. Next one. Ganita Kudi, Komadi, Madhava, Parameshwara, Nilakanta. These are very reputed names in Indian mathematics. Okay. Next one. Then Jnanaraja, all these things. These are commentaries to Upavati, that is Munishwara, Kamalakara. Upavati means proofs. See, there is a general notion that Indians, they just give the theorems or theories and without any proofs. These are texts where you actually find some proofs for the things. The next one. See, I know, this Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Yeah. Who found that theorem? Yeah, it's Pythagoras. What else? Obviously. But you know the history of the theorem? Actually, some say he was not even a mathematician. He came to India as a trader. He took this theorem to Greece. They found it so profound. They named it on his name. Okay? And there are 4 proofs given for this theorem. I can, the board I can write and show you. There are 4 algebraic and 2 geometric proofs for this theorem. That's been given by anybody? Bodhayana theorems. It is actually Bodhayana. In the Shulva Sutra, you find this theorem. And now in Europe and US, I am told it is now called Bodhayana Pythagoras theorem or simply Bodhayana. Okay. Next one.
Do you mean the great Bodhayana Sutra?
No, Bodhayana. Yes, Shulva Sutra. Is it? And there you find this theorem.
So it is Bodhayana.
Bodhayana Pythagoras theorem or simply Bodhayana theorem. Next one. The 1, 2, 3 that we write now, they are not Arabic numerals, but actually they are not Arabic, they are Hindu numerals. From there, why then they are called as Arabic numerals? Because, see, always, if you see Hindu history, people were coming to India. Okay? Even Columbus wanted to come to India. What was the reason? They came here as traders, as learners who would have heard about Nalanda and Takshila universities. There were people from all over the world. Okay, they came for our knowledge. Then they came as tourists, and then of course they came as invaders. They wanted to. Ours was a very wealthy country. They have simply rooted. Now I am told some $440 trillion worth of money was looted from the Britishers from India. So much of money. So they came to loot us. So in those days, that airplane was not there. So it was only through sea that the trade was going on. So to go to Europe, you cannot take a very long travel time. So they had to land in Arabia for some time. They will supplement their food and things, and then they will proceed to Europe. So since from India they went to Arabia and then to Europe, they thought that they have taken this from Arabia and named it as Arabic peoples, not because they are actually Arabic peoples. Okay, Algebra Vijayanagar I told you. Then about Aryabhata, that I will tell you. He was born in there, 476 CE. About him, they got a very accurate time because we don't know the times of so many Arabic. But he has given enough evidence in his work. So we know that for certain he was born in this year. In 499 also, when he was 23 years, he wrote his Aryabhatiya. Consists of 4 padas, Vidya, Ganita, Kalakriya, and Bora. In just 1 or 8 years for research. So just to see how also work he has done in just 1 or 8 verses. He has given the calculation of physics, positions of planets, diameters of planets, okay? Then inclinations of the orbital planes of the planets with the ecliptic, okay? One thing I tell you, the Earth, as you know, is not just oriented upside, means in 90 degrees. It is slightly tilted. How much is the tilt, you know? What is the value? Yes, yeah, 20. Okay? 23 degrees tilt. You know what Aryabhata says? He says it is around 22.5 or so. It comes very close to the modern. See, imagine, with no gadgets absolutely, just sitting where he was, he could do all these things. Just we couldn't imagine. Just to think that it is tilted, that itself is great. And he gives the value of the tilt. Then he gives the diameter of the earth, speed of the earth, all these things. Then he has given, this is what is job, and geometry. See, there is a curve, you draw a triangle, you draw the angle, and you make calculations making us this. That is geometry, okay? So that is why it's called a jam. Jam is, it is almost like, see, you are pulling the string of a bow. The bow becomes like a curve, the string becomes like a triangle. So that is why it is called as geometry, it became geometry. That's why. So all these things is in just 10 verses. The Gandhi consists of 33 stanzas. He deals with geometrical figures and their properties, then mensuration, arithmetic and geometric progressions will come, problems of shadow and common, and I will tell you one thing, that's why. Next. See, he has done a very beautiful thing, sir. You will appreciate it. Suppose I give you an equation, ax plus by is equal to c. Can you solve it for example? A simple quadratic equation. How many equations do you need to solve it for example? Ax plus by is equal to c.
One more equation.
Yeah, we need 2 equations. We got 2 variables, we need 2 equations to solve. But you know, Aryabhata has given a very beautiful method called Kuttaka, with which you can solve it with only 1 equation. Ax plus by is equal to c. Just with this equation, given a, b and c, which are integers, you will get answers of x and y, which are again going to be integers, not decimals. That is more difficult. So that is a very beautiful Kuttaka method. You can search and find it. Okay? I'm not going to explain it. Next one. About this pi. That is very interesting. Yeah. Now, what is the perimeter of a circle? Anybody? Perimeter of a circle? Perimeter of a triangle, sorry. Perimeter of a triangle. Triangle? No? Perimeter of a triangle. Sir, we have forgotten our school syllabus, forgotten our knowledge. We are now in PG. Yeah, if it is equilateral. I don't ask about the area, madam. I am asking about the perimeter.
A plus B plus C.
Yeah, if it is equilateral, 3A. If not, if it isosceles, 2A plus B, or else if A plus B plus C. Okay, fine. Perimeter of a square?
4A.
Perimeter of a rectangle?
2 into L.
Okay, rhombus, again 4A, obviously. Circumference of a circle?
2 pi R.
Okay. See, while calculating the circumference or perimeter, whatever, for all the things, we calculate whatever is there. But in the case of a circle, you bring in something called pi from somewhere, and let's say it is pi d or 2 pi r. Right? Where does this pi come from? Why this pi? What is the significance?
The relation between circle and the diameter
Yes, that you know, sir.
is a constant for any circle.
No, that is constant. That is it. But where does this pi come from? Why this pi?
The constant is pi.
to measure the size and all,
That-
it's very circular in nature.
That is,
That's all okay, madam. But how? Why pi? Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
a circular disc is taken.
Yeah.
A fine thread is along with measured. That is circumference. The diameter is also measured. For any circular disc, the circumference length and the diameter length makes a constant ratio.
Yes, sir.
The constant ratio is pi.
Yes, exactly. That is, I agree. That is there. But have Indian texts spoken about pi? Okay. Where is it?
விட்டத்தால் வட்டத்தை தாக்க
Ah,
தட்டன சோன்று குழி.
more.
That குழி is pi.
Pi, yes, yes. There are other terms. Okay. Point is, what is this pi? Pi means what? Pi means how much? No.
It is
22.7. 3 point, yes, around 4.6. This is. And it is an irrational number. It goes on and down.
3.14.
It doesn't stop. Those things. Okay, point is, to calculate the circumference, you take the diameter of the circle. See, you just try doing this. Draw a circle, put a string or a rope around it, then you stretch it, you calculate the diameter, you try to measure the circumference using the diameter. How much will you get? It will be 3 times the diameter plus a small measure. Okay? 3 times the diameter plus a small measure. Had it been just 3 times, what would you have got? 3D. Okay? Like just like 4A is the perimeter of a square, you would have got 3D as the circumference of a circle. That is not the case. It is not just a 3, but something more. And that something more is not, it's a never-ending number, irrational number. It goes.
Infinite.
Yeah, infinite. See, it goes. Okay. So that is why Aryabhata he says, Chaturadhikam, Shatam, Attagunam, Dvishashtis Tata Sahasranam, Ayuta Dvaya Vishkambhasya Asanno Vritta Parinaha. Vritta Parinaha is the circumference. He says asana. If you put this, okay, Chaturadhikam Shatam Attagunam Dvishashtis Tata Sahasranam, Ayuta Dvaya Vishkambha. Vishkambha is diameter. Okay? Next one. Previous. Okay? He says, Chaturadhikam Shatam Attagunam Dvishashtis Tata. Dvishashti is 62. Then 832. Divided by 20,000. Whatever is the result, that comes very close to the,
3 point.
yes, that comes close to the value of the number that you need to multiply with the diameter to get the circumference of a circle. That's what it is.
I think its ratio will be approximately 222 by 77.
Maybe. That
I only think,
yeah.
I only think I have
Yes,
to
yes. Okay, this value comes to 3.1416. Okay, and it goes on. Next. Then, Nilakanta Swamiji, he explains it is an irrational number. So, 2 centuries later, Lambert knows it is an irrational. Okay? We knew it was an irrational number. Next one. Then, I will shortly conclude my speech. Okay? Now, you know these yugas, there are 4 yugas. Okay? What is the significance of the word yuga? Now we are in which yuga? Kali Yuga. Beautiful yuga. Okay? Okay. What is the significance? When did it start? Kali Yuga? The date is known as 3102 BCE, before February 2122 date.
5,000 years back.
Before, okay? That's what BCE. 5,000 years before. Okay? So, on that particular date, if you see, observe, and now NASA got a planetary software something. If you make use of that, you can see how things stood that day. Okay, next one. All the planets were aligned almost in a straight line. Okay. The word yuga means what you know? It is the root each, yoke, or big come together. Okay. On a normal day, if you observe, this planet will be here, another will be there, another will be elsewhere. But on the start of every yuga, not just Kali Yuga, every yuga, at least in Kali Yuga, some variation is there. If you go to Krita Yuga, it will be an absolute straight line. All planets will be aligned in a straight line on that day. That is why there is called a yuga. The start of our calendar, is it more scientific to have the Yuga, Kali Yuga as a started date, or some 2000 years back somebody's birth happened from that date calculating? Is it going to be more scientific? I leave it to you. Okay, next one. See, India was the motherland of earlier days. Sanskrit, the mother of Europe's languages. India was the mother of our philosophy, much of our mathematics, of the ideals embodied in Christianity, of self-government and democracy. In many ways, Mother India is the mother of all. It is Bill Durant. And such one is a very great historian. Okay, next. Many of the advances made in science that we consider today have been made in Europe were in fact made in India centuries ago. Next one. This is more important. This is a statement of Bengal I have made in British Parliament. I have travelled across the length and breadth of India and I have not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values of people of such caliber, that I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is a spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace our old and ancient education system and culture. For if Indians think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, native self-culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. This is a speech that he gave in British Parliament in 1830. That is what has happened to us now. We don't know our history. We don't know the contributions made by Indians to every field, not just mathematics, astronomy, to medicine, to metallurgy, to many other things. Okay. See, I tell you one thing. Zinc extraction. About zinc extraction. Anybody knows? How do you extract zinc? Okay, there is a process. The point is, the melting point of zinc is 1000 degrees centigrade and the boiling point is 996 degrees centigrade. Just some 4 degree loop or there, something else there. Before it evaporates, it has to be extracted. Only Indians, we had the technology to extract zinc in that small 4 degree loop. That was stolen by Chinese and then sold to the Britishers. Today we don't know that it was our property, our intellectual right. Like this, we had so many things. See, just you know the Delhi Iron Pillar, it's not called as where the name Kutubinda. Actually, it was Vishnu Stupi that was taken over by the Muslims and named as Kutubinda. What is the specialty of that? No? That is, it doesn't trust. It is in spite of being iron pillar and in spite of being close to the parliament also. It doesn't trust. No. Because the purity level and the alloy code that has been given by the ancients, they knew so much. Okay. So I think we should be proud of our ancestry, our Indian contributions to the world. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.